When the touchdown.
Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Baltimore Ravens. Jackson on first down. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now left side on the swing pass. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Kaepernick going to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Odafe Oweh tracks him down away in the backfield for a loss of 16. Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14.
There it is.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Tackle by Ashton Davis up from the secondary. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Open man is Bateman, it's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. 2nd and 10. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the Jets are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start on the ground. Carter. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's Braden Mann now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Jackson back into his end zone. Got him in. It's Brown. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15.
First down, Ravens.
And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Fuller run show Fatukasi. Forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
They go play action now. Jackson. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. It's a first down and more for Dobbins. And finally, down at the 41-yard line.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? Be able to get him in the 2nd round? That's what I call a steal.
Flush to his right. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You've got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Third and 2. Here's Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And Charles, a scoreless first half. How does that change how you assess things here moving forward?
Well, it doesn't change it a whole lot because remember, it's still scoreless, which means you're starting from 0 again. So you just have one half to play instead of 2. What I would look at my play sheet, though, and see is something that maybe loosens things up for my guys, gets a smile on their faces, and gets them going to begin the second half.
This a quick pass to Davis. Oh, what a juke into space. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see. Yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Odafe Oweh able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Here's the Jets punter now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
An option handoff here to Dobbins. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They go play action with Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
And a Raven first down.
Play action. Now Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now Carter to start the drive. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Another run on second down with Carter. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings us 3rd down and 7.
Kaepernick now to throw. He'll drop this underneath to Carter. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
On first down, Kaepernick. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tyus Bowser. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, 91! 91! Hey, check back, check back.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and forever. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Kaepernick operating on the bootleg. Rolling to his left. And his throw here's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Now it's Jackson. That's complete, left side to Bateman. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the 1st half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the 1st target in the 2nd half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
The Ravens on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react. And, partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
On 1st down, Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Jets 0.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And we've seen drive after drive come up empty for them, and they've yet to dent the scoreboard, yet still right in the middle of a one-score game.
So this is where you absolutely have to forget everything that's happened in your previous drives. They don't matter right now. You just mentioned it. One-score game. This drive here can erase all of what happened previously.
On second down now, it's Logan, and he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Kaepernick. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Jets nothing. Justin Tucker.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Kaepernick. Able to find Mims. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out.
Here we go, get off the field. Hey, check back 6, back 6.
Now a play fake, Kaepernick. And this one complete again to Mims. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Back 6. Let's go.
Again, it's Kaepernick. This one caught by Davis. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball.
And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and you've got to